So a lot of times I get asked by a lot of people, Ron, how did you get into this business of using options in your investing process? Well, it goes back to when I worked for NCR Compton in the 80s and 90s. I was on a business trip with an associate, and he had his calculator in the Wall Street Journal, and he was busy calculating away. I said, what are you doing? And he said, I'm calculating to see what kind of return I can get by selling options on my NCR stock. He says, you've got NCR stock, don't you? I said, sure. He says, well, you should be selling call options. Okay, so that's kind of started the thought process of what is a call option and what is it really doing and what is the point of all of it. Well, being a mathematician, I decided I can look at it and really understand it, which I did. And I said, this is a no-brainer. I've got NCR stock. I'm going to start selling calls. And I started doing that, and for 10 years I generated a lot of extra income, basically to help, I guess, put my children through college. At the same time, I decided that if I ever got called out on NCR, I'd go invest in other companies. So it kind of led me to looking at investing in a good company. So that kind of came along with it. Then I decided that I had an opportunity for an early buyout on retirement. I said, I'm going to take that buyout, I'm going to take those funds, and I'm going to go full-time into the stock market and use options. I started to do that in 1991, and in the process I said, I'm going to make life easier. The internet just came on the scene. I'm going to get on the internet and find out information about every company I like, start looking at it. Then I started writing software. Having a mathematician degree or mathematics degree, I also written a lot of software. So I started to write a lot of programs to analyze companies, look at the options available, and it helped me a lot to make good decisions. So I refined that over the next 20 years. Actually, when it came to Marco Island, I actually wrote a book with Wade Keller, and would publish what I was doing, and then basically offered the software tools that I had built to people who wanted to buy them and use them. So that became a great opportunity to teach people how to invest with options. And then after about 10 years doing that, I decided we've got to get it on the internet, got to make it accessible to anybody, and we have to have it be available in a point of it provides a lot more value in the sense of processing the data every night. And that's what's being done at Wall Street Winning. All of the formulas and technology that I developed over basically 20 years are now engineered in a program that's available at Wall Street Winning on the internet, and it processes the data every night and does all of the work that you had to do by hand before. You had to do all the searching. You had to do all the, I'll call it, run the formulas on your list of stocks. So that's done automatically now. So that gives you a lot more time to spend in selecting good opportunities. And that's what's driven the success rate.